Yo, what's going on everybody? It's Gale right here, back on the 5-9 channel with a category review. Now we have the new category in the game, the Heavenly Event category, or if you actually literally translate it via Google Translate, Events in Heaven. Now, this is seemingly based on what you guys can see here. Quickly, just to give a quick insight onto what we personally think is the category. It's seemingly most likely a category regarding events that take place on Kami's Lookout, or characters that relate to Kami's Lookout. But with me today to also discuss this possibility is Troko. Say hello.
Hello.
Yeah, so Troko, what do you think? Do you? It's a bit iffy on the exact definition of this, but from the looks of things, you know, the likes of Garlic Jr., Gotenks, Super Trunks, Vegeta, Super Vegeta more so, from that era, the Goku, Saiyan Armor Goku and Gohan, the Boos as well. It's seemingly just characters and events that take place on Kami's Lookout. So yeah, do you agree, or what do you think about it?
I think it's a really good category. It's really small, but there's a lot of things you can do with the category, with the biggest one being, to me, Kami and Piccolo. Actually finally being able to use Piccolo on another category where you can actually use a Namekian, because it's pretty much just, like, out of all those categories, Namekians, which you never find Piccolo, so you can't really do it. And I mean, that's really about it. So finally actually having hopefully a team you can run Piccolo on with Kami, that's really cool. I'm really looking forward to that. Aside from that, Garlic Jr. and Gohan are both incredible. And with Garlic Jr. and Gohan both leading the team and having wildly different links, there's a couple combinations you can do, but again, it's super limited because it is Kami's Lookout. But how are you feeling about the category?
I think it's good. It's got potential. I think that's the biggest thing, is potential, right? Unlike special poses, for example, which is still very iffy to this day. I mean, that also technically has potential, especially if they ever decide to release a better Ginyu Force set, you know, or Saiyaman sets as well. This I think has a lot more potential than it, because you're gonna find a lot Gotenks on the regular here, right? Gotenks literally was born on Kami's Lookout, so you're gonna, any new Gotenks that we get, which we will, you know, fusions is something this game keeps coming back to, so Gotenks is evergreen, ever present. Then you have the Gohan from the Cell Saga and Android Saga. We're probably gonna see an instant transmission Goku inevitably. I mean, the SR one is right there, the one that nobody can get because it was from the One Piece collab event. So instant transmission Gokus, we'll probably get one down the line, an IT Kamehameha Goku. And then of course, we haven't ever seen a new Dokkan Fest exclusive Super Trunks, or just a Super Trunks in general, since the physical and STR, who still have to get an Easy A as well down the line. Of course, we got the Int World Tournament one. A Final Flash Vegeta as well is bound to inevitably happen. So in terms of potential, it's quite honestly, there's a lot of potential, right? I don't think that's something we can disregard at all. Yes, the initial look is very poor, because you're probably gonna run the likes of AGLLR Gohan, the new Gohan, maybe SJ3 Gotenks, of course, is there as well, Goku Gohan and whatnot, and so it's a bit iffy. And then of course, if you look at Garlic Jr. and the Super Boos, you're not necessarily gonna run them that regularly. Like, of course, Garlic Jr. is a great extreme class ally support, and the Super Boo options aren't necessary. Well, they're probably not the best, of course. You've got the STR Transforming Boo, Exchange Boo, not amazing options there. But then you have the Physical Support Boo as well, right there, who's really good. But again, there's no Extreme Fizz units on this category, so, or not that many, I should say. So yeah, it's just gonna be very interesting to see where it goes. Obviously, the extreme side I'm a bit concerned about, because Kami's Lookout never really featured a lot of enemies apart from Garlic Jr., Super Boo. Is there anybody else I'm misremembering or forgetting about? I don't think so. So
Truth mentioned in a tweet that in the Moro arc there was like fighting on Kami's Lookout. No idea who fought there, but assuming it's Moro and like
I don't know, Blue Goku, Moro specifically. I think there was another character that I won't mention because spoilers and whatnot. I don't want to do that.
I'm not sure either, but there is still future units that will probably be on the category. So if one of them is extreme and happens to be Extreme Fizz, that's going to be really good for Boo, because Boo is good enough to run on his own, but like you're really going to get the most out of him if you have another Extreme Fizz unit with him.
Yeah, 100%. I think I agree with you on that one for sure. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see where it goes from here. Like I said, there's a lot of potential with it. I think in the future, especially with LR Goten and Trunks' Easy, right? Super Trunks, Kami, you know, 3 units I can mention off the top, like that will inevitably get an Easy, I feel. and can run riots potentially. Is there any other unit that you would point out that, could get an easy, or any additions that I might be forgetting about, Troko?
Just mainly Kami's EZA and Eller, Goten, and Trunks. Like, again, those are just going to be probably, like, obscenely broken. And Kami just needs to keep being a support unit, and then... Because Piccolo was needed for Gohan's super attack mechanic, right? It's not Krillin, it's just Piccolo?
It's Krillin or Piccolo. It's one of the two.
Okay, I thought someone mentioned it wasn't Krillin, but either way, you can have Piccolo on the team, who's already incredible, plus Kami, so you can actually make Piccolo into, basically an LR, and then also activate the super attack mechanic. So it's looking really good. Now with Gohan being a support unit, you run him and Piccolo together. I don't know Gohan's links, but if he has, anything with Piccolo, really, that'd be pretty cool. They will have fierce battle, maybe Z fighters, maybe, I don't know, shocking speed, probably not on Gohan, but just with Gohan being a support unit and Piccolo being completely broken, it's finally a team that I can... Like, if I pull Gohan, I could actually finally use Piccolo on and happily use Piccolo on.
I definitely agree with you on that one for sure. Overall, I think it's an okay category. It's not like a category that I'm just there like, what the F, kind of, right? Like special poses was. I mean, we're gonna keep harking back to special poses as an example, right? Where it's just like so many, like it's just empty. Even a year, it's been over a year now, yeah, because Golden Week was when we got it last year, right? Special poses. Over a year from now, and we still haven't gotten that category being good, and it's getting an SBR stage now, so I don't know what they were thinking with that category, to be honest. But this category, as I said, I think there's a lot of potential for it. Again, I'm still expecting a Super Trunks, man. I think we're going to be getting a Super Trunks sooner rather than later. It depends on when they go back to the Android/Cell Saga, because the moment they go back into the Android/Cell Saga, we're going to see this roster expand a lot, right, Troko?
Yeah, because the LR would probably be like base form, him going into the time chamber, TUR, him in it, and then, LR would be him as he's coming out with like maybe Vegeta or something fighting Cell. But hopefully that version of Super Trunks would be on the category. I don't see why he wouldn't be, because he got the form in there. So
yeah, I mean, if the thing is, one thing we can notice from this category is it's a lot of things that don't necessarily take place on Kami's Lookout, but it started from Kami's Lookout. Like, for example, LR Gohan. I mean, technically, the whole fight, the animations and whatnot is from the Cell fight, right? But still, it counts as part of this heavenly event, right? Or events taking place in heaven, even so. It's a bit iffy in terms of like the name of the category. I'm still gonna say that, but effectively, it's anything that happened in Kami's Lookout or started from Kami's Lookout and ended, which makes me curious as to why other units aren't here, like Buhan and Buteng, specifically, right? Because I think that would have also fit really well in this category. I mean, we're also forgetting, we're saying Super Trunks, Kami, Goten, and Trunks, Final Flash Vegeta, right? I think that's an immense possibility and something that could happen, right, Troko?
Yeah, Final Flash Vegeta, like, you're right. Once we go back to the Cell Saga, hopefully we're going to get more of those units. But, I mean, for now, at least we do have the Transforming Vegeta, which is solid. And after an EZA with, like, maybe him, the Goku and Frieza, he could be, obscenely broken. The only problem, really, with the category I have is just probably links across the category is going to be really weird, which is why it's good that Gohan's a support unit, and so is Garlic Jr., so it doesn't really matter what variation you run, you'll have some support either way. Because I don't imagine, like, Gohan and Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks are going to link up the greatest. So, oh boy, fierce battle, let's go.
Yeah.
So, aside from that, yeah, links are going to be weird.
Yeah.
Pretty much with every build you do.
Yeah,
of course, unless you're linking up Gotenks, but, Gohan being, top 5 TUR in the game minimum.
Yeah, I mean, talking about links and teams and builds, like, I mean, let's build a random team. Let's take AJL Gohan as our leader, for example. What team would you build? Just off the cuff.
Probably Gohan and then Piccolo, Kami. Kami, he is outdated, but he's just going to fulfill the role. I'm curious to see what SCR Piccolo will look like after he EZA, or not EZA, just gets an awakening. So I'll have to wait on that. If we want to throw an extreme unit in there, I guess Garlic Jr., but there's not really a different or better extreme unit.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Man. Tech Boo, the not the exchange one, the other one. That's the one that just heals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a South Supreme Kai one. He could be interesting once he gets like a EZA. Because it's like, if you don't want to just go too top heavy with like LR Gohan, and then I guess actually you do have the World Tournament Gohan, he's a support unit. He's decent.
Yep.
Is he just in a support? I forget if he's...
Pretty sure he is, and I'm gonna check. But yeah, I mean that's not a bad option. I mean, I was personally gonna go completely in a different way, but I'll quickly just go over it in a second. My own team, while I'm
the
checking
Gotenks
this.
variations you could.
That's what I was gonna come on to, because I'm personally I would go completely different to what Troko did, because I think you can easily get some units to link here. So of course, what I would personally do in this situation is I would go with obviously Gohan as our leader, like we mentioned, right? I'd go in Gotenks, SSJ3 Gotenks, LR Gohan, Goku Gohan, and probably as my sixth and final unit, I'd consider, like you said, the Int Gohan is not a bad option, because he is an Android/Cell Saga categories ally. Attack 20% he increases by. So he's not a bad option if you're running like a rotation of the LR Gohan on the team, but it's iffy still, right? As a final unit, it's kind of hard to get a final unit in here that's an option. I mean, once LR Goten and Trunks gets there easy, they're gonna be a viable option. You could run the STR Gotenks, obviously with his easy. He's not a bad option either, especially on SBR stages, right? So yeah, you've got some options here and there, I think, for a 6th unit. But yeah, I think it would be a bunch of like Gotenks, LR Gohan, of course, as an option. And sure enough, if you don't have LR Gohan or LR Goten and Trunks, obviously, we didn't even include LR Goten and Trunks in our teams. If you don't have LR Gohan, I mean, physical Piccolo, yes, he doesn't have, he won't get much ki, but I mean, if you put him on the same rotation as a Gohan, let's say you're the friend Gohan, you're probably going to share a couple of links plus Gohan support. So he's going to get a super attack off either way. He's just not going to transform, right? So there's options. There's a bunch of options. I think, you know, this category has a long way to go. I feel this is one category I feel that will get a lot of units down the line, unlike, say, Special Poses, which, you know, relies on Saiyamins, Gotenks, and Ginyu, the Ginyu Force, which two of which don't necessarily get units that often, whereas Saiyans, hybrid Saiyans and stuff like that, fusions as well, are bound to get more and more units, and we're probably going to see them inevitably. I'm still surprised we never got a instant transmission Goku, Final Flash Vegeta, or Super Trunks in recent years, but they will probably get one sooner rather than later. But yeah, any final thoughts from you, Troko, regarding the category?
As long as Super Trunks gets an LR, and then, you know, some of the ones get an easy. I forget which one is the support one. I think it's the physical one is the... I think one of them is a support unit. It might be the int one, but either one, that'll be just good. There's so much potential to this category that right now it's not great. Again, the best thing it really is going for it is Piccolo and Gohan. Yeah, and Garlic Jr. is also really, really good, but not a ton of other units. Is there enough? I mean, I guess technically there's, you know, big bad bosses, but you have to get to like what, turn 7 with the STR. Boo, and same thing with like the Tech Exchange Boo. Yeah, so you're not gonna, I don't know, Garlic Jr. is gonna be better in, I would assume he's on Space Traveling Warriors, maybe.
Who is? Sorry?
Garlic Jr.?
I'm actually
where did he come from?
I'm actually not sure. I don't think he's on Space Traveling Warriors. I'll have to check Goresh's tweet, because the wiki hasn't
Terrifying Conquerors, maybe, hopefully at least. But yeah, Garlic Jr. would probably be better off this team than on, just with how it's so super class heavy.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you on that one. I think Garlic Jr. is one of those units where, as a banner unit, he's better off not being on his leading team. Actually, surprisingly, he's a universal category team. Surprisingly, not surprisingly, but happily enough, unfortunately, he's a very universal support. Kind of similar to like Cooler and Bojack, which is great. Honestly, like, him supporting the entirety of the extreme typing is crazy good, in my opinion. But yeah, he's not on Space Traveling Warriors. He's on Heavenly Event, Resurrected Warriors, Transformation Boost, Dragon Ball Seekers. So Dragon Ball Seekers, especially with the Planetnamic guys, you know, the Friezas and Ginyus and stuff, gonna be really good. Time Travelers, Terrifying Conquerors, and Revenge. So he's on a decent chunk of teams, and I think he'll be more than fine on those teams.
Transformation Boost will probably be his best one with Cooler.
Yeah, Transformation Boost. I think Revenge and Terrifying Conquerors as well. He's not going to be bad on that, because remember, Revenge.
But Revenge, Bardock is the lead, so...
Yeah, Bardock is the lead, but if you run, say, you run Bardock, but then you run all the other units as Brolys and stuff, so, you know...
I mean, Broly doesn't have big bad bosses.
Yeah, but he's gonna get the support either way, right? He's gonna get the 40% attack and defense and 3
yeah,
key, right?
true. I'm thinking of Garlic Jr. is just like the main unit, but yeah, pretty much any team you put him on, he's gonna be like upgraded AGL Turles. Man, I miss when AGL Turles is like peak.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's pretty much basically upgraded Turles for the extreme side, mainly the extreme side. But yeah, let us know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think of this category? The potential, remember guys, of course, yes, right now it's pretty empty. We do agree, I think, on that, both of us, right? But the potential it has is quite high, I feel, at least compared to other mid categories, shall we call them. And I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes from here. Of course, leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more Dokkan content on the 5-9 channel from Troko and I. We will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.